everybody, come on.
Hello there. Welcome everyone to this session in the Cove. Excited that you have joined me today. I have someone who's so exceptional as far as when it comes to style. Well, so many things, but one of her passions is definitely style and dressing the woman and making us look as beautiful as we can be. And she is a wardrobe stylist. She is a fashion designer of Cici. She also has teamed with her husband. They have an amazing, what I call a ministry together, because I feel that we have a responsibility to present ourselves in the best way possible. And fashion is so huge as it relates to our purpose. I believe that really knowing who you are, knowing the beauty that you possess, and being able to rock your beauty and your purpose goes hand in hand. So with me today, I would like to introduce you all to Cici Richards. Cici, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, so glad that you're with us today on this beautiful day. We're having beautiful weather. Hopefully you all are having beautiful weather too. So Cici, feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a fashion designer slash stylist. And honestly, just like you said, I feel like that is my ministry and my purpose. I think everyone wants to feel amazing about themselves. And I think fashion is very important in that whole process. If you look good, you feel good, and then you're able to do amazing things and fulfill your purpose, and it kind of just goes from there. So that's a little bit of about what I love and what I feel I'm supposed to do.
Awesome. Well, thank you for bringing your passion and your expertise here in the circle today. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are talking dressing right for your unique, beautiful body type. Everybody has a different body type, right, Cici?
Definitely, yes. We all do. We're all unique in our own way.
Right, and it's accentuating those parts of you that you love, those curves, embracing your curves. I call it this beautiful canvas, right, that we get to really adorn. And that is definitely something that we get to do as a woman that I think is so beautiful. I mean, men get to as well, but we seem to have a little bit more fun, right, Cici?
Do. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. And so, Cici, you have gone through different people, like shapes and sizes when you're doing wardrobe styling. I know you've done a lot of fashion shows. You've done a lot of fashion shows with me in the past. And I know that you narrowed it down to 4 specific body types that you want to cover today that you've seen really is one of the body types that are most prevalent in the society. And of course, now there may be more than just this, but we're going to talk about 4. What are those?
I did narrow it down to the 4, and just so we can all kind of identify in a general way. But they are the circle, the triangle shape, the rectangle shape, and the hourglass shape. So those all we can identify with in some way.
Awesome. Well, great. So let's go ahead and get started. What shape would you like to start out discussing?
Well, we can start with the circle shape, and I just all of these shapes we could kind of identify with. The circle shape, we all know it's a person that has a little more weight in the middle section. And honestly, it doesn't matter what height or weight you are. It's just you carry a little more weight in the middle section. So this shape, you want to wear things that are a little flowy in the midsection, because ultimately we want to kind of disguise that and then accentuate the things that we love. So we want to wear things that are a little flowy, a little looser in the midsection, and then we want to wear things that are a little snugger in the areas that we're more confident in. So if we really love our legs, we want to wear maybe some skinny jeans or something that's going to accentuate our thinner areas. But we also want to think about things we don't want to wear and things that are, we want to wear things that are a little flowy in the midsection, and then we want to accentuate the things that we love. So if we really love our legs, we want to wear maybe some skinny jeans or something that's going to accentuate our thinner areas. But we also want to think about things we don't want to wear and things that that are going to cause attention to the things that we're trying to just that are form-fitting. We want to avoid high-waisted pants. Anything that's going to cause any attention to those areas, we want to avoid. So we want to wear things that are a little looser, and anything that's going to cinch at the waist will also kind of take away from what we want to accentuate. So that's the circle shape. Any shape or any weight or height, we just want to remember that the circle shape is the shape that has a little more weight in the midsection. So okay, that's the first one.
Okay, so the circle shape. Now, there are some women, they distribute their weight evenly, but it is true that some people really carry weight in specific areas. I know some people, maybe their lower part of their body, their legs are, a little heavier, or their upper body, their chest gets a little bigger, and then sometimes it's the midsection, right? And so
exactly.
But there's a lot of things that you can do to disguise that, like you just mentioned. I love the flowy tops because I think there's a lot of good ruching in the middle that you can get. That camouflages that. I think whoever came up with the ruche top did a great
Amazing.
idea.
Exactly. We all could use that at some point. I mean, even if you've had a pregnancy and you're, just had a baby or whatever the case is, at some point, that flowy top is going to help. And just like I said, you don't have to be, a certain weight to identify with that body shape. But sometimes at some point we may want to disguise that area. So it kind of helps with those types of clothes.
Okay, awesome. Well, then, Cici, I know you have 3 more. What is the next one?
So another one is the triangle shape, and it's literally the triangle shape. So we're going to actually carry our weight in our hips, in our thighs, and so our shoulders and our torso are going to be narrow, and our hips and our thighs are going to be a little wider. So this is a lot of women I identify with this shape, and so things that are really going to complement our shape would be things that pants that are high-waisted. So what we want to do with this body shape, because the top is a little smaller and it's a little more narrow than the bottom, we want to kind of proportion the body. So we want to wear pants that are wide leg, so that's going to kind of proportion the top to the bottom. We want to wear tailored jackets. Because our top is smaller, we want to accentuate that. So tailored jackets are great. Wide legs are great because we want to accentuate what we have that's smaller and even out what we have in our bottom section. And honestly, boat necks are really great for this body shape because we are narrow up top. The boat necks are going to kind of widen the narrow shoulders a little bit to proportion it with the hips. So those are some really great things to wear to, proportion the body, honestly. But things we do want to avoid would be shapeless wear. Anything that's not going to accentuate the shapes that we have and the curves that we have, we want to stay away from those things. Because the hips are going to be a little more curvy, we want to keep things that accentuate and that show the curve that you have in your hips and your waist. And then anything oversized is really just going to take away from the curves that we have. So the triangle, like I said, is just narrow up top and it's a little wider on the bottom. You still have the curves, but you just have, you're just a little more narrow up top. So anything that's going to accentuate the waistline and the curves in your hips will be fantastic for your shape.
Great. Awesome. I think another thing that would be good, Cici, have you discovered that when someone puts on a top that's patterned or like flowers or something up at the top, it like takes the attention off the bottom? Like sometimes you see people, they may have like a printed pant and a black top, which makes them look extra slimmer up top, and then the pant is sort of, do you want to speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a really good point. I think the patterns definitely take the eye away. So if you were to wear a pattern up top, I would definitely wear a solid at the bottom. I mean, it kind of just it takes the eye away, and it allows your body to look a lot more proportioned. So I definitely agree with that. Yes, for sure.
Great. Well, wonderful. Now, what is your third one?
So we also have the rectangle shape, and it's just that. So the body shape is it's the straight body type. So your shoulders, your waist, and your hips are all pretty much going to be in the same measurements. So there's not going to be a lot of curves there at all. And so things that really would make your body, look great with what you wear. You're going to want to wear something that's snug in the waist, because you want to kind of create that hourglass figure. You want to create some curves with the shape and what you're wearing. So you want to have something that maybe cinches in at the waist, and it also comes out in the hips. So A-lines are great for this body type, just because it creates that that shape that you want, that flare that you want to create in your body type. But you want to avoid things that are literally straight up and down. So anything that's form-fitting from the top to the bottom, you want to stay away from those things. You want to also stay away from empire waistlines. Anything that's going to cause more attention to the straight up and down shape. Stay away from those. Anything that's going to create an A shape in your body is going to be fantastic for your body type.
Now, anything that will create. What did you say, Cici? Can you repeat that?
Oh yeah, anything that's going to create an A shape with your body type is going to be great, because the A shape creates the curve at the bottom, and it just makes it look a little more, a little more curvy, to create the curve in the hip.
Could they also accentuate with the belt, or?
Definitely. Anything that's going to cinch in the waist is going to be great. So high belts are going to be great, because it's going to bring in the waist, and then it's also going to cause the hips to look a little wider than the waist. So definitely high waist and belts cinched at the waist are fantastic for this body shape.
Right. And with the straight body shape, it really doesn't matter how skinny you are, right? Some people think straight is like pencil up and down, but you can, be carrying just a little bit more even in the midsection, but you can sort of have that narrow look where there's not too much curvature, but you can create that illusion yourself.
Absolutely. Right? And I definitely want everyone to know that all of these body shapes are not based on weight or height. I mean, literally, we can all identify with these shapes in some way, no matter what weight you are, no matter what height you are. So yes, it doesn't matter what size you are. We're all identifying with the shape. So if you know that your shape is straight up and down, that's all that matters. So accentuate what we love about our bodies. Definitely, yes. It's all around for everyone.
Okay, awesome. Let's go to the next body shape.
So this is the last one, and Marilyn Monroe has made this so famous, the hourglass figure. But honestly, you don't have to be, just like I said, any size. You just have to identify with where the weight lies in your body. But the hourglass shape is the well proportioned. So your shoulders are a little wider, your waist is smaller, and your hips come out around the same measurements as your shoulders. And that's why we say it's the hourglass shape. It literally is that shape. And so this shape, although this is, the most glorified shape, it is a little more difficult to dress for, and you would think not, but it is. So a lot of things we should be wearing if we do have that hourglass shape. More than likely, our waist is going to cinch in, and we're going to have a narrow waist or a smaller waist, and our hips are going to come out a little further than the waist. So this kind of creates a problem when we're dressing, because the waist is smaller than the hips. So we want to wear things that move with our curves. It's kind of hard with this body type, but anything that moves with your curves is really going to work great with accentuating the curves that you have. But we do want to avoid things that don't have any shape at all, meaning anything that has that straight up and down look, we want to stay away from that. And then also mod cuts, meaning, it's pretty much the same thing, that straight cut, nothing has any curvature to it. And then also those boxy type cuts, really want to stay away from those. But anything that works with your curves, anything that's going to accentuate your waist, that's going to cinch in the waist. Even like we said with the rectangle, the waist being cinched in is great. So those belts are going to be great for this shape because you're accentuating the curves, you're accentuating the waist being smaller. So anything moving with your curves is always great with this body type.
Great, Cici. I want to thank you for going over those, by the way, because I feel that many people, they go to the store, you try on clothing, and you're sort of maneuvering, trying to push and pull and, feel comfortable in what you're trying on. And maybe not every design is perfect for that particular body type. I know I've been told, well, everybody can wear anything, but there is really, if you're looking in the mirror and it doesn't look flattering on you, then it probably is not, correct?
I agree. I feel like if you feel good, then, and you look good, you'll feel good. And so, we all have a little something, no matter what size you are, no matter how tall, how much you weigh, whatever the case is. We all have a little something that we're like, okay, we want to disguise that a little bit, and then we have things about our body that we absolutely love. And ultimately, that's what dressing according to your body shape is. We want to accentuate the things that we love, and we want to kind of disguise the little things that we don't want anyone to see. So, that's really what it's about. You can wear whatever you like, but it's about how you feel when you wear it.
Right.
And how you accentuate what you love about yourself. I think that really is what it boils down to. So.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little fun game. Okay? So I just want you to think about what comes to your mind when I say, the first body shape, and what would be the perfect sort of either accessory or item that you would say that you would put on this particular person. Okay? So the circle shape.
Okay.
What comes to mind?
What was that?
What comes to mind? The first thing that comes to mind on the circle shape.
Circle shape. I think a really nice pair of, like I said earlier, just a nice pair of skinny jeans. And then a really cute, just maybe a and something that flows nice with the weekend would be great. Oh, nice chiffon, even a chiffon top with a cute pair of just a basic color skinny jeans would be great for that body shape.
Okay, so for the circle shape, which is to cover again, that's for the person who's carrying a little bit in the midsection. So you're saying a skinny jean and a flowy top?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So the next one, the rectangular shape.
So the rectangular shape, like we talked about, is that straight shape. So honestly, something that I didn't mention, I really think that that mod shape is great for this top or for this body shape. And a lot of people may think otherwise, but this is the best shape to wear something that may be like a little mini mod top or mini mod dress. I think would be adorable with this shape.
Okay, can you describe mod for some people who may not know? Because I love a mod dress. Like, that is me all day. If I can have like half of my closet be mod dresses, I would. Yeah. But could you tell everyone what would be that specific mod shape?
So it's literally just and I'm thinking like a mini dress. So it's just a really straight up and down. It has no, curvature in it all. But it's just a straight up and down. Honestly, I think people that have that rectangular shape, I'm not putting them in a box, but I always think they have really great legs. And I think really short mini dresses are great with this body type, honestly. So I think that's why that little mod dress, like a little mini mod dress, would be great for that body type.
Great. I agree, Cici. I love that on the rectangular shape. So this has really been great. And the next one, I know you said the
Yeah.
what was the next? The rectangular or the no? We said the rectangular shape. The triangle. Yes.
Triangle.
The triangle.
Yeah. Yeah, the triangle is, just as a little reminder, is that narrow shoulder and torso, and then the hips kind of come out, and that's actually my shape. So I don't know, a really cute tailored like button up, or even a jacket, a blazer jacket would be great for this body shape. With a really nice straight leg. I didn't mention that before, but straight leg would be great on this body type too. So a really tailored top, just to accentuate the waistline, because the waistline does go in this body shape. And then a really nice pair of straight slacks or straight jeans were great for body type.
Okay, great. Awesome. Let's go to the last body shape.
So that hourglass shape is the last one, and let's see. I would say, the wrap dress I think is really great for this body type. Because the wrap dress are shapes that can get away with wrap dress, and it's an amazing invention because most shapes can get away with that. But the hourglass, because the waist goes in, and the bust is a little bigger and the hips go out, the hourglass cinches at the waist, and it just complements every curve, and it moves with the curves of the body. So I think a wrap dress would be great for this body type.
Great. Well, thank you, Cici. That really, I think, covers a large spectrum of women. And if we did not really specifically discuss your body type, that's okay. We'll definitely, you'll have a chance to send questions to info@circleofvitality.com. So if you have a question, you can go ahead and do that now while we're in the last few minutes of the show. So feel free, again, info@circleofvitality.com, if you have a question about your body shape and you did not hear what you believe your body shape is. So, during these last few minutes, Cici, I really want to discuss I think there's an inner shape, and this was discussed with one of the doctors that we had on. It was Dr. Lindsay Berkson. And she spoke about the woman having everyone having a hormonal shape inside of us. And so when we look at others, we see a shape, right? And we see what we think should be the perfect shape. And I think so many women today we're forced to look at, because, if you're watching TV or if you're looking through the magazines, you see this particular shape that is, looked at as being the popular shape for today. First, I think the booty was not as popular as it is today, but now the backside, it's now popular. And so we have allowed the world really to put a stamp on what we feel is, that beautiful shape. But going back to my first point, that inside of us, we have sort of an internal shape. And I believe that we all were created to be a specific shape. Now, whether that is you're more voluptuous than someone else, whether you're straight up and down. We've heard big boned. Have you heard that growing up? Well, honey, you're just big boned. I don't think you'll ever be a size 0, but you're just a little big boned. And so we've heard people talk about the big boned. However, I really want everyone to understand that when your body is healthy, and when you have a healthy representation even about yourself, and you're operating in that, I think that authenticity, because when we're carrying around extra weight, sometimes we can't be as true to ourselves. But do you too believe, Cici, that there's a specific shape that God created everybody to be?
Most definitely. I completely agree with that. I think that makes so much sense. And it's beyond your weight in your body type. Absolutely.
Right. Beyond your weight and beyond your body type. I think when you understand that being true to yourself is being your best self, and that is making sure that you're taking care of your body. You have that optimal health going on, where you're, in what you eat, you're exercising, your positive thoughts. That's going to help you look just as amazing in your clothes, to accentuate those great features. So that's number one, you all. We definitely want to get to the body shape that we were created to be. Now, however, we have had children, right, Cici? Some have had children, and some have had issues
in life.
In life, that prevents, maybe, you had a knee issue, and then that caused you to, gain more weight in your lower body, and that sort of thing. So, now you go, well, where do I go from here? I don't really believe that I am exactly where I was created to be, but it's how do you become your best self? And that's where you fit in, Cici, I think, with this, or with what we're talking about today, because there's things that we can do to accentuate those beautiful features that we have, and now embrace this new body shape, right? Because sometimes you may start out as a straight, and by the end, the middle of life, you're now a rectangle, or
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
Yeah, so I definitely think you all, just embracing, where you are right now, being your best self, and then doing your due diligence to see what you can do to sort of take the lead and be proactively, look to be your best. And so I do think that that's, making sure that you have these items in your closet. So get to know your body shape, right?
Yeah.
So we would love to see you, post some pictures, send some comments to info@circleofvitality.com. Give us a shout. What do you think your body shape is? Do you know your body shape? Have you even explored your body shape? I would definitely love to know. I know for me, I've had this conversation, Cici, with my husband, right?
Okay.
Because I think that I'm definitely, I think that I'm curvy, and his comment was, if someone who is maybe larger, because he was thinking that curvy women are more larger, but goes back to, it doesn't matter what your size is, everyone. You could either be a rectangle or straight. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're skinny.
Yeah.
Or, we come in so many different sizes. So curvy is, smaller. Straight is larger.
I think so. Yeah, it's all about the proportions. I don't think it's about the weight at all.
Right,
the height at all. Yeah.
Right. So throw those things out the window, you all. It's really just about being your best self. So, that is our time. This is a 30-minute segment. So hopefully you really began to, you put yourself in those shoes, whether you are a rectangle, a triangle, an hourglass, or a circle, right? So depending upon which one of those that you are, make sure that you have the items that Cici went over in your closet, or even ask about them. Take a picture with something on and ask, hey, does this fit me? Because the whole key is to walk out in the world and present your most beautiful, precious, adorable self, and embrace your curves, right, Cici? Embrace everything about you. I know for me, one thing that my mother said is never say that you hate anything about yourself.
Yes, I agree.
Would you agree, Cici?
Yes.
But anything else?
you love, most definitely. It's all about accentuating what you love, and then everything else will fall into place.
I love that. What's your best feature, Cici? I would love this to know
My best feature,
that you love.
I love to accentuate my waistline. I have the
Yes.
triangle shape, so I love to cinch my waist whenever I can.
Yes, you know you have a great waist, Cici, a great waist. So that's fun. So even you all, let us know what your best feature is on your body too. info@circleofvitality.com. Post a picture in the circle. But thank you for your time today. Thank you all for joining us. Cici, thank you so much for presenting your expertise today. If you all would like to contact Cici and just give her a comment or ask a question, or even get connected with her, because her line is coming out soon. I know she's also working on, is it okay if I say,
Oh yeah, sure.
clutches? She's working on clutches. What woman does not like a great clutch, right? I think clutches are so sophisticated. You can take them anywhere and they can really accentuate your outfit, and they don't have to be the boring big bag that you carry, right? So
Right.
Cici is coming out with a line of clutches. So if you would like to stay in contact with Cici, it's IICKY and CICI@gmail.com. That's Icky and Cici. So again, IICKYANDCICI@gmail.com. Cici, any last words?
I just wanted to tell everyone that whatever you have, love it. And if you just make that attempt to look good, you'll most definitely feel good, and everything will fall into place.
Awesome. See you soon, everyone. Have an amazing day. Thanks, Cici. See you soon.